If I ask you how the dinosaurs actually went extinct, you would first think of an asteroid hitting Earth. But latest research shows the real culprit behind killing all dinosaurs was far more terrifying than an asteroid impact. It alone ended the dinosaur empire, but also triggered at least 4 mass extinction events, and almost wiped out all life on Earth. Now, let us turn back the clock to 66 million years ago to reconstruct this entire extinction event. As early as 66 million years ago, the Earth was full of vitality. Not only did plant diversity reach its peak, but the dinosaur dynasty hit its peak. Quetzalcoatlus soared into the sky, competing with pterosaurs in the air. The semi-aquatic Spinosaurus dived, competing with crocodiles for the rivers. The wheat Aegialosaurus transformed into the massive Mosasaurus, ruling the Cretaceous oceans. Meanwhile, the monarch, the Tyrannosaurus rex, appeared, dominating the continent. We can say that at that time, no species could shake the dominant position of the dinosaurs. Yet in the distant Indian subcontinent, a volcanic group spanning 1,000 kilometers, the Deccan Traps, quietly began to awaken, and became abnormally active 800,000 years before the asteroid hit the Earth, releasing massive amounts of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere every year. Although these scattered dark clouds seemed at first unable to cause any changes to the Earth, following 500,000 years of continuous release, as these gases gradually spread globally, the climate began to fluctuate drastically. Some regions became exceptionally cold, while other areas gradually warmed up due to the greenhouse effect. 300,000 years before the asteroid impact, the Deccan Traps began to erupt. Volcanic ash gradually shrouded the entire sky. Oceans of lava triggered widespread wildfires, with a massive amount of toxic gases, leaving the land covered with dead dinosaurs. Though this disaster only hit the Indian subcontinent, the dinosaurs' nightmare had only just begun. After hundreds of thousands of years of eruptions, the disaster began to sweep the globe. Sulfur compounds in the atmosphere formed acid rain, corroding plants and soil. Carbon dioxide caused the oceans to gradually acidify, and plankton populations plummeted. Yet, they were the base of the marine food chain. Once it collapsed, a mass extinction event would become unavoidable. 50,000 years before the impact, the Deccan Traps fell into utter madness. Tens of billions of tons of doomsday magma spewed from the mantle, lasting for tens of thousands of years. It not only caused massive earthquakes and tsunamis, but meanwhile, a super hurricane tore straight through the stratosphere, ripping the ozone layer. All life would suffer from lethal solar radiation. As the food chain gradually collapsed, it left this 160 million year dinosaur empire near death. About 65 million years ago, volcanic activity was drawing to a close, just as the dinosaurs were about to catch a breath of relief. On the other side of Earth, an earth-shattering event occurred. The Chicxulub asteroid, about 10 kilometers in diameter, hurtled toward Earth at a speed of up to 70,000 kilometers per hour, striking Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The impact power equaled 1 billion atomic bombs. The violent impact not only turned all life within a 1,500 kilometer radius to ashes, but also reactivated the Deccan Traps, which had originally entered a dormant phase. Countless volcanic ash and toxic gases began to erupt violently, not only plunging Earth into extreme cold, but stopping plant photosynthesis. The entire ecosystem completely collapsed. Almost all dinosaurs went extinct, and those dinosaurs that did survive all died from failing to adapt to the changes. The Earth fell into deep silence. Although on the surface, the cause of extinction was the asteroid strike. When reviewing the entire event, one will find the true culprit behind scenes was the molten magma hidden beneath our feet. Furthermore, growing evidence shows that in Earth's history, at least 4 mass extinction events were related to large-scale volcanic eruptions. The Permian extinction 250 million years ago, hailed as the most tragic in history, was caused by the super eruption of the Siberian Traps. Its scale was not only enough to wipe out up to 95% of the species on Earth at the time, brought Earth's ecosystem to near ruin. Therefore, the killer of dinosaurs might not have come from deep outer space. Came from a killer beneath our feet and repeatedly striking.